brother. I appreciate it. But, I appreciate the request. A lot of that's been coming on Twitter as far as, mostly it's been them wanting me to come back to team up to manage my sons, the Usos. But, being that, it's just, I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes either. The thing is that I'm just so busy with the Territory League. It's awesome just to even think that you guys think about having me come back to the WWE. But I miss you guys out there, the WWE Universe. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for calling.
That was one of the boys. I'm telling you, that was one of the boys.
They're gonna
have Johnny Laurinaitis call us and rib us on the phone. Watch.
Hey, brother.
I don't know. He just put animal into your family. I don't know. I mean, it could happen. But we're speaking about the family here. I've got one. His Twitter handle is TYSTOL Pistol Pete 103 is what that is. He asked, exactly how many family members do you have involved in the wrestling business? Could you count that?
Past and present, the number is 15.
Wow, 15. Wow.
Yeah, 15, and we even have a nephew of that's in FCW as of now. His name is Joe Hawaii. I don't know his working name. They haven't given one yet, I don't think. But he's kind of the newest member that's waiting in the FCW to come up to do his thing. But actually about 15. Hopefully it stays at 15. Don't go higher.
What's your thoughts on that? Obviously, you've got your sons directly. Do you all encourage them to go into the business? Do y'all, because I'm sure you know how tough it is.
No, not exactly. That wasn't really the floor plan as far as with my son. And I can only speak on behalf of my sons. At my age now, at 45, Big Keish was supposed to be on the sidelines of NFL watching these two do what they do best as far as playing middle linebacker on the NFL. They both got a scholarship to West Alabama, and they were doing well. And I kind of already had a plan, and we all three had a plan together that this would be the plan was for them to go into the NFL. And just one day out of the blues, man, it just hit me in the jaw, and here was Dad. We need to talk. We had this conversation, and it wasn't something that I agreed to, but as a father, all you can do, I feel that these guys my sons are grown men now, and as a father, all you can do is support your kids what they want to do in life. So I gave them the full 411, and they've seen it, they live it. Being that they've been with me on the road, and they see how I was coming home, aching, hurt. Sometimes I wasn't able to get up out of bed to do the thing, but it's that old saying in professional wrestling, the show must go on. And that was one of the deals. They came to me and said they wanted to do the deal, and here they are today now. So, no, I never pushed them.
Yeah, absolutely. But you got to be, it might have taken them a slow start on, Vince's side of things, but they seem to be rolling now, so you got to be okay with the decision as it goes now, I would imagine.
Well, I never had a problem of them performing. It was just of them. Everything is timing in pro wrestling. It's like they switch creative writings all the time, and sometimes you have a writer there that might have an idea for them, and all of a sudden it's going well. Next thing you know, this writer gets fired and he's out the door. So, but and that that got my sons frustrated as well, because before they were getting a little bit of push with the Hart Dynasty in the beginning, and they got a good kickoff, but then all of a sudden they just went to a flat, And I've always told my kids this is the part of the business where you just got to hang in there and beat it. The only way to beat this thing was whatever 3, 4, 5 minutes they give you in that ring. You win the crowd, you win this. You follow me? And I had no doubt that they were talented. It was only just when the time to perform and showcase it to the WWE Universe. And as you can see, they're doing it now, you know. So big ups to the creative team out there that's putting them down right now.
Absolutely.
Now, I remember back in I got another one in line, but speaking with him saying that, you know, his sons had a plan, they had a plan before and everything. I remember back in 2009, one of our writers for our website, DJ Rollo, he did an interview with you that he posted on the Bleacher Report, and you mentioned that you yourself weren't planning on becoming a wrestler either. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was one of those things that, you know, I started off carrying bags. I mean, we're going back to guys like Andre the Giant and Big John Studd. You guys remember Big John? This era,
yeah.
You know. And I started off carrying bags too with my uncles Alpha and Chica, and you know, I was a basketball player back in Balboa High School in San Francisco, California, in the Bay Area, and this was where I was raised up. And my thing, I played football. And I was looking at going into a football career, and it was one of those things that at the time, you guys remember when Tonga Kid and my brother there, he had that angle with Jimmy and Superfly Snuka against Bob Orton and Roddy Piper. And
right.
It was one of those things when I came to, he flew me out there, and I came to Madison Square Garden for the first time, and I was blown away watching my little brother perform over there. And just looking at the crowd, just going crazy. And then, you know, it was one of those things. Just I got an itch right then and there, and it kind of just took off from there, you know.
Absolutely. Shane, we still got a caller on the line there?
Yes. Let's go to the. I believe this is John on the line. You're with Mr. Rikishi, Junior Fatu.
Hey, Rikishi, how you doing?
How you doing, John?
Great. Whose idea was it for you to come up with your own clique in the WWE? You had, like, I think you said once it was you, Undertaker, Owen Hart, Godfather, and who else was it?
Are you talking about the BSK clique, brother?
Yeah.
That idea there wasn't really an idea. That was our little thing of being friendship. There was a BSK clique at the time, and then, of course, there was a Shawn Michaels clique with Diesel and Razor Ramon, X-Pac, and our clique was Savio Vega of Yokozuna, Owen Hart, and Undertaker, and Godfather. And it was kind of a thing back in the day. It's like it was close friends, but both cliques were very close. It was just a name that somebody tagged on to both crews, so it wasn't nothing serious. But, you know, it kind of just got spread it out in somehow somebody heard about it and, you know, it went out to the website and the newspaper, but that's what that meant right there. It was nothing else.
All right, my last question is, what kind of got you interested in going in TNA? Did Jeff Jarrett kind of call you up?
No, it was a thing that came from the request of the office. It was actually Terry Taylor at the time was booking there. I don't know if he's still booking, but it was one of those deals, and, you know, the numbers didn't pan out right, and, you know, I felt that it wasn't TNA wasn't a home for me.
Okay. Thanks, Rikishi. Have a great week, and I wish you best of luck.
Hey, thank you very much, and I encourage you to follow us on Territory League, man, and hit us up on Twitter.
Thanks. No problem.
Thank you much.
He would. He's one of our faithful callers, but dude only got a MySpace, man. He's about 10 years behind.
Yeah, Darius, I didn't even know people knew about that, you know? Yeah. That's like all. We must have somebody in the inside clique giving out information like that, you know? But it's all good, you know? We keep it 100 on here. We keep it real.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Shane.
I got another caller. Caller on the line with Hit the Ropes, Junior Fatu.
Hello.
Oh, got
Hello?
it again? Yes. Do you have another call? Another question?
Yeah, it's Dale. I want to tell Rikishi, first of all, you guys were great. You, Scotty, Too Hottie, and Grandmaster were. And so were you, Road Warrior, Animal, and their partner Hawk is greatly missed. and that the Usos are Rikishi getting into the Hall of Fame, like Road Warrior Animal is.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. A lot of the fans out there that are hitting me up on Twitter, just throwing out their shouts that I should be in the Hall of Fame, but that's something that's not my call. Everybody, we know whose call that is, and we'll all cross that bridge together, because when the day when it does happen, everybody will know about it, and it'll be because you guys are the reason why I'm in there. And I want to send a shout out. Thank you guys all.
Definitely. Question came in on the Facebook page from Adam Testa, who writes for the Wrestling Press. He wanted to know your thoughts on the whole, the angle that many remember you from, I did this for The Rock. He feels that was one of the most illogical storylines, in his memory. What's your feeling, years from now on that whole angle?
Number one, I was happy I was in that angle. I was even chosen to be a part of that angle, but it was something that kind of just flowed into it. Being that I am the Rock's cousin, and it was one of those storylines that at the time, the character Rikishi kind of took off, and it was one of those things that we kind of went back and forth on it, because I didn't feel kind of comfortable at the time switching heel at the time. I was just taking off as the Rikishi character, and it was one of those things that, like Scotty Tuhati said on the Territory League trailer there, I mean, we took off fast. We were on the Sunday Night Heat show for 1 week, and we went out there and we did the dance, and we had this little team put together. And it was one of those things that the fans, they loved it. Their voices were heard in the WWE office, and it kind of fell into the place there. And as we were taking off and getting this good rub with the fans and so forth, when the call came, when the meeting came as far as switching over as a heel, I kind of didn't agree with it at the moment, but it kind of took me a while to sit back at home and look at it, what other options are. And at the time, I really kind of looked at it. If I would have stayed babyface, you had Stone Cold, The Rock, so forth, and some of the guys that I wanted to wrestle with and headline with. And if I would have stayed babyface at that time, I seen fit that I would have never got the opportunity to face these guys in a headline main event match. And so I took upon myself to make the decision that I wanted to go ahead and switch heel, which it wasn't the right time, but it was an opportunity that I seen that was going to, number one, further the storyline against myself, Triple H, Rock, and Stone Cold. And at the same time, I was able to kind of break off in my single and do my deal with each individual, Stone Cold and The Rock. So it was one of those highlights, definitely highlight angles in my career that mostly everybody remembers me by, is because they always tweet on Twitter about I did it for The Rock and I did it for The Rock. Well, I'm telling you why I did it, and you just heard it from me.
Just that simple. Just that simple. I dig.
You feel me?
Now, go ahead.
We feel you, bro. 100.
All right.
100.
Keep it 100.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Darren.